Everyone, this is Abe's 1 month update and his 1 month breastfeeding update / a video about my oversupply for breastfeeding. So today is March 1st and Abe is 5 weeks old today. So we had an appointment yesterday at the neonatology clinic. So at our hospital, if a baby spends more than 4 hours in the NICU, they have to be followed by the neonatology clinic. And he was there for a week, so we're going to be followed for a couple years, not because of like the length of stay, but because of why he was in the NICU, which was for the cooling. So if you need to catch up on that, follow back a couple videos, or I'll try to remember to put it down below. So just for developmental, like to make sure he's on track developmentally, because he did have some spots on his brain from when he was oxygen deprived. So they want to make sure that everything is going as it should. So yesterday at the appointment, he was 10 pounds, 5.4 ounces. His length was 22.24 inches. So when he was born, he was 20.8, and his weight was 8 pounds, 11 ounces. So he's almost up 2 pounds, 2.5 ounces-ish, or 2 ounces, 2 inches. And his head circumference was 38. I don't know what that was at birth, but that's that. They gave us a couple of things that we should be watching for developmentally, and she said he's already surpassed them, which is great. So he is on the verge of smiling and cooing, which they want by 2 months, and he's 1 month. He can raise his head and his chin. He's excellent head control, honestly, and he loves tummy time. I mean, he doesn't, yeah, he kind of loves it. He doesn't cry. He can raise his head and his chest. He can track my face, and he has visual fixation. So by 3 months, they want him to be able to rest on his elbows, which he can do sometimes, and with short periods of time because his head is still much bigger. Bad at objects, track objects vertically and horizontally, and he can do horizontally because I tried that yesterday, and recognize his parents. So that's what we're on the lookout for, and we see them again in May. He has another appointment with just a regular doctor tomorrow, so I don't know what she'll do. Probably, I can't imagine what else she'll do because she did everything yesterday. She did height, weight, head, looked in his ears, like did his, like, what is it called? And they like rotate their legs and push in at them and stuff. So his arm is looking fantastic. Over the last 3 to 5 days, he's really shown a lot of strength in his arm. So it used to be kind of like down and tipped out to the side like this all the time, and now it kind of, he moves it this way, he moves his shoulder a lot, he moves his elbow a lot. The only thing is his thumb is still kind of tucked in because I guess the thumb is controlled by a different nerve. And but he is working on like doing this, and babies naturally are like this, or newborns, but he's growing out of the newborn phase. He's right here next to me in the rock and play if you can hear it. So his arm is doing phenomenal. I can't believe how much better his arm is. So very excited. PT lady came last week and said it looks good. His splint broke, so I'm not sure. I'm just gonna watch and see if he really does need the splint. The splint was keeping his wrist like this, like a natural, instead of tipped, but he's doing really good with it being in more different positions and moving it all around. So there's that. So breastfeeding update. I have an oversupply, and it was caused because I didn't nurse him right away for, I think it was until day 4, and then I was using the hospital pump every day until yesterday. Yesterday was my month. I got a month free through my insurance for the hospital pump, and I didn't want to pay the $70, and I don't want to pump. So I'm weaning myself. I haven't pumped yet today. I usually pump in the morning, and I'm doing okay. I'm not feeling terrible. So yeah, oversupply. The things that happen in oversupply are, I have a lot of milk, so I never felt my letdown anyway with Floor, and I don't feel it this time, but the milk is always there and ready for him. He doesn't have to work for it, but he also can't passively suck very often, so we had to go back to the pacifier at night when he wants to suck, which is very infrequent, and it's not messing with his latch at all anymore. So there's that, and he kind of hates the pacifier because he like goes, what are you putting in my mouth? I can't believe you stuck this in my mouth, but I'll take it after a little bit. He chokes a lot if I'm having like a lot of like a really fast letdown, and I spray him all the time. I spray our stuff all the time. Like if I'm in public, there's a risk of sprayage if you're near me. So that's a thing with oversupply. And what's the other thing? gas. He has a lot of gas because when he is trying to really get that milk down, he like takes in a lot of air, which is kind of unusual for breastfed babies. But he's like, I can't breathe, I'm choking on all this milk. So we tried to do a lot of cradle hold and a lot, sorry, there was like a falcon that could probably see me watching it. A cradle hold and football hold, and he's not big enough for a more upright position because I have really big boobs, so it's just not possible without me like really compressing to not smother him. So we're not there yet. I just watch him when we're nursing, and if he needs to stop, I just pick him up right away and burp him. And he does need burped quite often because he has a lot of gas and he suffers with a lot of like not suffers, but like he has more gas than usual, like burp and like tooting all the time. And he's not in like a ton of pain, like he just will wake up a little bit and kind of grunt, and like then he'll fart and then it'll be okay, but I don't know, he's doing okay. I have a lot of milk in the freezer, like it's taking over our freezer. I've almost pumped 50 bags of milk plus the bottles and syringes that I have of colostrum from the NICU in our deep freeze. So I'm trying to really wean off the pump. I don't want to pump, and I don't want to have to store any more milk because, well, it's taking over and we're not using it because he nurses exclusively. And we're going on a trip to Hawaii soon, so I don't want to have to bring a pump, and I don't want to have to deal with pumped milk while I'm there and find somebody who needs pumped milk. I've done that before on vacation, and I really like to do that. I like to give, like, donate milk, but I just don't want to have to deal with that. It's a lot to deal with on a trip. So hopefully within the next week or so, things even out, and then for our trip, I just don't have to worry about bringing the pump. I really wanted to show him. I recorded this video yesterday, but I don't know what happened. Something happened, but he was in most of that video, so I feel bad that he's not in this one, but he's sleeping. I think that's it for his update and the breastfeeding update. Latch is fine. I haven't had any problems with his upper tongue tie or lip tie. He does get milk blisters sometimes from like trying to sucker onto my breast a lot, but it's not affecting anything. He's gaining weight, he's peeing, I'm not worried at all. So it's just regulating this oversupply. I have started using our soft structure carriers more. I was using the ring sling pretty exclusively, but within the last week or so I've started to use our Tula and mostly our Becco, because the Becco it snaps down, so you don't have to have an extra towel or insert, and it's really easy to get his legs in the correct position. Versus the Tula and the Ergo I also have, you have to have the insert, or you have to put a towel, make sure their legs are okay. So right now I'm just preferring the Becco, which I hated with Floor because it was really narrow because she was older, a toddler, but with the baby it's perfect. So I'm glad I kept that carrier, and I think we're taking that to Hawaii, and a linen ring sling, and I just got a mesh water sling which is coming, so I'm excited to use that because we will definitely be swimming and going in the ocean and that kind of stuff. Oh, I can't wait to show his like aloha wear. It's so cute. I will try to vlog in Hawaii. I want to vlog just to have it for personal use, but I'm really going to try to do a couple day in the lives. I'm still obviously working on the Disney day in the lives. That's like, I tried to get it done before I had the baby, but I don't know. I think that's it. So let me know if you guys have any questions about oversupply, any comments about what really helped you with oversupply, and yeah, hopefully by the next update, probably do it monthly. We're on a really good feeding schedule, and I don't have to worry about pumping and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.